You're watching an RH Reality Check production brought to you by rhrealitycheck.org.
I'm Max Siegel, I'm 24, and I grew up in Mesa, Arizona. I went to a public school in the Mesa School District. It was primarily a white Hispanic community. I received sex education in junior high school from my gym teacher. He rounded myself up and some of my male classmates. And the lecture basically consisted of sex is dangerous and you should wait until you're married in order to have sexual contact with somebody. Wasn't really speaking to me or my life. I already knew that I was gay. I came out when I was 13 or 14 years old, and I obviously can't be married. So abstinence until marriage didn't really hold any meaning to me. For the most part, it was just the principle that I wasn't included and that I wasn't a part of this, and there was nothing for me there, which was more about isolation even than condemnation. General consensus within my class about abstinence only was that it was ridiculous, you know. There was definitely the feeling among other, I guess you'd say young men now, other boys or whatever at the time, that the sooner you had sex, the better. You know, the more masculine, the more man you were. And it made you cool or whatever. And an abstinence-only message is so far removed from someone's lifestyle at that age that it doesn't make any sense. Especially if you're not talking in detail and giving facts about the consequences rather than just plain scare tactics. If you're not being inclusive. I started seeing a man when I was 17. He was 23. First time we had sex, I took out a condom. He ignored it. I didn't press it any further. I didn't know how to talk about condoms, really. I knew enough to suggest it. I didn't really have an understanding of how important it was going to be. So he ignored it. We had unprotected sex, and then I was infected with HIV while I was still in high school. He was the first person with whom I ever had unprotected sex. I was in complete shock when I found out I had HIV. Beyond shock, I felt a ton of guilt and shame, and I blamed myself. Abstinence-only education is not why I'm infected with HIV. However, abstinence-only education did nothing to protect me from becoming infected with HIV. My gym coach could have told me that gay people have value, that I can use condoms, that I should ask my partner about his HIV status, that I could be healthy even if I'm not able to get married. But none of that was provided to me. I had no information. What I did know is that I couldn't be healthy in a sexual way if I couldn't get married. And that was the basic take-home message of abstinence-only education.